Welcome back, everybody. Today is the fifth and final video in my series testing out unsolicited mail sent to my P.O. box. Now today I've got the BlenderX. It's advertised as a portable, high-powered blender that can supposedly hang with the countertop models. It's supposedly good for off-grid, RVs, backyard parties. Let's see how it performed in today's video. Now, I don't know anything about this. I just looked at the packaging and it says it's a portable, high-powered, battery-operated blender, so maybe something along the lines of the BlenderX. It has kind of this cool volcano-type design there. I like the look of it from the packaging. Let's do a quick unboxing and see how it looks. It says the battery must be charged for 3.5 hours before the first use. Failure to do so will result in shortened battery life. All right, well, we'll do that then. Got kind of a before first use warnings. I'll have to look these over. Thank you for your purchase. I did not actually purchase this. Got a nice large size manual here. And what do we have first here? Looks like some sort of maybe a carrying case. All right, here's the base. Oh, it's much heavier than I expected. A lid, adapter, and this cool kind of looking volcano thing here. I'm not really sure what to think about this. The base feels really heavy and sturdy, and the container feels kind of cheap. So I'm going to read the instructions, charge it up, and then get started. All right, so here's everything that came in the packaging. I've read everything over. This is a blade cover that goes on here. The unit itself, this is the blade, the container, and a to-go container cover. So let me try just something simple before I get too elaborate. I'm going to put some ice, some water in there and see how it goes. There is a minimum fill line. They say you have to put at least that much liquid in there. We have ice in here now. We got to attach the blade, put it on the unit itself. I believe you have to hold the button the entire time. You can't just press it and walk away. I think you have to hold it. Let's see. Here we go. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, the ice looks pretty well blended, actually. All right, it did a pretty good job with the ice, I think. Acceptable. It didn't seem to struggle with it. It didn't seem like it slowed down, so that's a good first test, but really that's just a demonstration. Let's do something real this time and see what it does. I've got a couple different recipes I'm gonna try out, and let's see how they go. All right, we're gonna do a real basic pineapple smoothie here, nothing crazy, just to see if the blender works. 1 cup of frozen pineapple. 1 cup of pineapple juice. Half of a banana. All right, very simple, very basic. Let's see how this does. Did pretty well. They also say if you want to pulse it, you have to kind of manually pulse it like this. None of this automatic pulsing for you, but let me see how this looks. It looks there was one chunk. You know, I saw a couple of chunks in there. I'm gonna blend a little bit longer. Oh, there we go, nice and smooth. Now for the taste test. All right, well, the first test is pretty good. Let me go on to the next one and see how that works. We're gonna go for a full banana this time. 1 cup of almond milk, scoop of peanut butter, a dash of honey, and around a cup of ice. This should be good. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna pulse this one a little bit and see if that helps. All right, let's see what we got. Oh yeah, smooth. Look at that, very smooth. I didn't see a single chunk in there. See how it tastes. I have nothing bad to say about this blender. I'm surprised that it's so powerful and it's also rechargeable and portable. I'm kind of impressed by it. Now, from what I could tell online, the reviews for this were pretty good, and now I can see why. I think the BlenderX is actually pretty good. So BlenderX, I say cheers. Not bad. The Amazon product description and some of the comments even compared the BlenderX to a countertop blender. Now the BlenderX has a 260 watt motor, which is more than most portable blenders that I've seen, but most countertop blenders are a lot more than that. So I thought that would be something easy to test out, and here's how that went. All right, how about a quick comparison for the BlenderX versus this Ninja Professional 900 watts. Now it may not be a fair competition because the BlenderX is only 260 watts, but let's see what kind of a difference it really makes. Now the recipe I'm doing here is not really a recipe. I just want to do something that can visually show you how well they compare. So let me throw a few ingredients in here and get started. 1 cup of water. That's right, we are going with carrots. Now carrots are not something I would normally put into a blender like this, but I noticed in my BlendJet video that it actually did do a really good job of demonstrating how well it can actually chop up the ingredients, so that'd be pretty good. But I got a couple other things to put in here. A little bit of spinach. Now the spinach will actually show up quite nicely as compared to the carrots, so we'll get a good idea how well that's shredded up in there. All right, there's my concoction. Now the Ninja container is a little bit larger, but it's the same amount in each one, so we shall see. Let's see if I can operate these two at the same time. Now the Ninja you have to push down on, and the BlenderX you gotta push the button. I think I can do them both. I'm gonna do them for the same amount of time, and we'll see what happens. Go for roughly about 20 seconds, and then see how they look. And all right, goodbye ears on that one. All right, the Ninja, that is just liquid. BlenderX, I do have some carrots floating around in there. Let's try it a little bit longer and see how long this takes. Because I really need to get this color. See the difference in color? This is more blended. I need to get this one, I need to get those carrots chopped up. So we can go a little longer. All right, it took a little bit longer, but I got there. Look at this. This took about more like 45 seconds. This one took about 20 seconds. I can't say that's really a surprise because I expected the Ninja to do a lot better. So that's really about what I expected it to. The Ninja did it in 20 seconds, did about 45. When you compare the wattage, that seems about right. But on the other hand, the Ninja cannot do this. Blending while you're untethered, nowhere near the house, no cord required. Now that's pretty handy. So is this lid. Carrot and spinach, delicious. So in the end, I would say the BlenderX is probably the most powerful portable blender that I've ever tried. Although I don't think it's as powerful as a countertop blender, it is closer to a countertop blender than the other portable blenders I've used. I like the design of it. I like the 20-ounce cup. I like the to-go lid. And I do think it's powerful enough to handle most blending jobs in a completely portable situation, so I think that's actually pretty nice. The $120 price tag is probably gonna turn some people away, but I think those who get it will like it. Well, that's it for this Mail Time series. It was kind of fun to do 5 videos in a row, but I'm kind of ready to go back to my normal production schedule, which is 1 to 2 videos a week. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time.